your first childhood memories of our parents as a couple.
Heard that something is going on, and our mom went out and told me, so now we are going to get divorced because of you.
I mean, I get it why he did it, because we needed money. I think that formed me and my loved life later.
But I think this is happening in every family when one parent is somewhere and then comes back.
Keeping up with the Floreas.
Yes.
Hello, my name is Luminita.
And my name is Angelica.
And welcome to Post-Soviet Sisters podcast.
Here you will be part of a sister talk.
And today we have a talk about our relationships, but not my relationships, not your relationships, but the relationship of two people that are connecting us. It's very confusing. The relationship of our parents.
Yes. Why did we decide to talk about it? Because I think not a lot of friends there, and they do not have to talk about the relationship, to sincerely talk about the relationship, what their parents are having. And most of them do not know what kind of relationship their parents have, because sometimes all of a sudden the parents tell, okay, we are getting separated or something, and they're like, what? Sorry, what? Yes, because most of them are trying to hide the problems from the children, as our parents did, by the way, as well. So they never argued in front of us. Not a lot. They did it like some times. And we've never seen, at least as we when we were small children, we didn't see them arguing a lot.
No,
I think they did it when we were at school or something, or somewhere else. But they were not a lot together. We have to mention this as well. Our father was a lot away, working in different countries. So I think, for me, this influenced their relationship as well, and our life, and everything influences everything. So that's why. Yeah.
But before we really start, let's make a chin-chin for our parents. We have amazing parents.
Yes, we do.
Two amazing parents. So cheers for them.
We love them. Tadiko, Mamika.
Okay. And also a little disclaimer, it's our perception of their relationship. So if you're a parent and you're listening to this, maybe you can see how children, if they're small, maybe you can look from this episode and realize, okay, there is a relationship with my husband or my wife, which is influencing our children. So
there are a lot of videos, and psychologists what are writing how to perform in front of your children, how to act in front of your children, how to act with your children, how to act, blah, 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 blah. But none of these psychologists or these, perfect scenarios tell you the inside of real life.
Yeah. So we will not tell you how to do it right or wrong. We just give you our perspectives as children.
Again, I know it sounds very honey, but we already told you about our pretty good relationship.
Yeah.
I think it's already a very good one.
Yeah.
And we have really perfect parents. While getting older and older, I realize more and more how perfect they are. Well, they are not perfect as, like as a man or a woman or as parents, but they are just perfect parents. They are perfect parents. That I see a lot of examples. When you are young, you speak with your classmates or friends, and for them a good parent is when they give you a new iPhone or like a good present.
Yeah.
This is a good parent. But when you're getting older and older, you realize I see it on the example of our family. When you are swimming in a water, you do not know, in a cold water, you do not know how amazing it can be in warm water.
Yeah.
So we were swimming our whole life in a warm water, and we were I at least me, I thought that okay, this
That's
is
normal.
everybody's like this, and but while I'm getting older and older, and I have friends, and I have my husband, and I have another family, and I see relationship in other families. These are our parents give us unconditional love.
Yeah.
And this is the definition of unconditional love. What they do give us, they give us unconditional support. They are unconditional parents. They're like there. Even somebody comes to an appointment 1.5 hours later because
Where are you looking? Like, I don't know. I don't see.
I was chill today as well. I have to say, really, I was like, okay. I will drink a coffee and I will make the setup, so no problem. No, really, I swear, you know me. I'm pretty much like, what the hell is going on? But no, I was, I don't know. Am I getting older?
Let me tell you a secret. And then we start with the topic. Yesterday evening when we were discussing, because you went home earlier, yesterday evening when we were discussing, our parents bet that you will be late. So they're like, oh, she will be late. And then, when today I was too late, I felt triple bad because I was disappointing you and I was disappointing 2 other people who thought I'll be on time. But moving on to the topic, because you were the first who met them.
I was.
And our parents got...
I didn't want you. I didn't want to have a sibling. No.
If you heard that episode, you know what we're talking about. If you are not, we will leave. If you're on YouTube, we'll leave it here. If you are in the podcast, I'll leave the link to that episode in the description. But our parents got married pretty young. Well, for our standards nowadays, young. For standards back then, they were...
Our mom was very old already. Her father was already telling her, listen, all of your friends and classmates already married and have children, and something is wrong with you. So
and now, guess how old our mom was when she got married? Because she was old for marriage. 3, 2, 1. Write it in the comments. You know it? It was... 20. She was 20 years old. It's incredible.
But she was not 20. She was, in that month, she was going to be 20. I think she was...
Yeah. They got married at the beginning of the month and she had her birthday at the end of the month.
So she was 19.
And she was old.
Yes.
But I guess because our parents, they dated for, I guess, 2-3 years. So
2 years, yes.
Our grandfather was a little bit worried that they're just dating without having a relationship.
But
official.
you have to know the Soviet... That's why we are post-Soviet girls, because sometimes we'll tell you about the special time back then. You don't know, you were not in Soviet, but times you didn't live in Soviet times. But this, this history is not ending like on a date. It's not like the end, for example, of the Second World War was on the 9th of May or something like this. And it didn't end there. It was like, it continued 70 years after that. So until another war began, that war, the Second World War, was still very alive, I have to say.
Yeah.
So that's why, what were we talking about? She calls me sometimes stories.
I know what we're talking about, but I will just move to my line.
Yes, okay.
Because we were talking about our grandfather and you were going to say it was
yes.
So my question, this is how our discussions usually happen. That's why we're not just...
This is the truth.
A conventional podcast. Anyways, so how did you perceive the relationship of our parents when you were a child? Like your first childhood memories of our parents as a couple, because they were rather young and you were the first child. Our mom says oftentimes that they didn't know what to do with you. And how was it? How was it back then?
They didn't know what to do with me. That's why they played a lot of me.
Mm-hmm.
So they were children themselves. Our mom was 20. Well, I came to the world when she was end of 20 or something. Just
Mm-hmm.
Like when they got married, they made me and I was born.
Yeah.
And our father was 24.
Yeah.
So they were children.
Yeah.
That's why they played with me, like with a, like we were a gang of children. And well, I remember them so beautiful. Our mom, like with her curly hair, and I thought at that time that our parents are the most beautiful one. Really, I just aesthetically I love them. And they are beautiful. We
Yeah.
have to say they're. I love to see.
Otherwise, we would not be that beautiful. So our parents are beautiful because we are marvelous.
Yes. And I had this situation when somebody got stalking me on my closed Instagram account, and I've always asked myself, why do I post something on social media? And then I got an answer for myself. I just like to see beautiful aesthetical things,
Okay.
Like, I do not post some a picture where I do not look well, or not because I'm trying to seem to be perfect, because I do not Photoshop my pictures. Sometimes I use filters or some. No, I don't know how to do it. But maybe I will learn. I don't know. Maybe when I will be older. So, and I think this feeling comes from back then. I love to see beautiful things, and I follow people who are beautiful. I just love it. Beautiful cars, beautiful nature, beautiful. I don't know, everything beautiful. So this was my perception. I was always proud of my parents. I always wanted them to come to the school, to come to pick me up there. Although there were times when we were very poor and we didn't have the possibility to buy a lot of things and to be beautiful with our clothes, but they tried. But I was always proud of them. I remember this feeling of proudness. And because they were working abroad over summer, so I was at our grandparents' years over summer, 3 months, because in our countries you have your summer vacation, June, July, and August. This is like a fixed vacation.
Yeah.
And I remember they gave me sweets. I remember I was like, okay, I have right now, for example, 90 sweets.
Yeah.
So these are 3 months. So I ate every day a sweet.
Oh, that's so
Yes.
cute.
A candy. I ate every day a candy. So I know when I have less candies, soon they're going to come. You didn't know that?
No, that's so
No,
it's like
really?
it's like advent calendar, but
Yeah. But this was and I was very, like very hard with my
strong-willed. Yeah.
Strong-willed, because like a child, you are
Yeah.
everything at a time. But this is my perception. I love them a lot, and I think I love them and you love them just because they love us so much. I think this is like this is energy. I don't
What?
an energy. I don't
Okay.
know. Like you cannot
Feel it.
you cannot feel it, but you know it.
Yeah. Okay, so now moving to different phase. How did you perceive the relationship of our parents? Maybe shortly before I was born, or shortly before our mom got pregnant, or when she got pregnant, like this shortly pre me stage.
I don't remember. I was 8. I don't really remember. I just remember they had their hard times. And I have to tell you, I remember once they were arguing in another room, so I didn't hear what they are arguing about, and they tried to be silent, but I've heard that something is going on. And our mom went out and told me, so now we are going to get divorced because of you, Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah. So, and I understand her right now because I'm a grown up, but at that moment, like the world broke on my head, and I thought, oh my God, what did I do? I just ruined my family, and I was so sad.
Oh no.
Yes, I was so sad. And don't do this. Don't tell anybody. Don't do this. This is, I'm a grown up. I'm a mother already, but I still remember it. They had their difficult times when our dad lost
But that was later.
Yes, but they had don't remember hard times before that. Really,
Okay.
maybe they had it outside of the house, outside of the home, but I don't remember it really. I just remember that mom always wanted to dance at the weddings when they were invited to the weddings, or not. No, dad wanted to dance and mom didn't want, or somebody invited mom for a dance and dad was jealous. But I remember like small things. But maybe because I was small, and when I was a teenage, our dad lost his
factory.
And this was a tough time.
But back then I was already born.
Yes.
Okay, so now moving, do you remember...
You were a very awaited child, I know this. You were like, we have a difference of almost 9 years.
Yeah.
And I know that you were very wished. I was surprised. And you were very...
You were a wedding gift.
Yes, I was. Wedding night gift, yes. I bet so. I don't know. Yeah.
So if, theoretically, because if I was a awaited child, you can assume that the relationship was generally pretty good between them two. Otherwise...
You know them, they argue. I always have the same suggestion. Maybe one day we can make it. I would like to put a camera somewhere.
Keeping up with the Floreas.
Yes. Somewhere in the apartment, I want to put a camera so they can follow. We can follow them.
Yeah.
While they are talking and how they are living, because this is so funny. They are arguing from time to time, and they are arguing out of nothing. You know, like this flower is green. What do you want to say? What do you mean it's green? Do you mean I did a bad work to make this flower green? You know, like, and I'm so and then all of a sudden they realize, both of them, that it's
stupid argument,
silly situation, and they are okay. What do you want to eat? And you know, like this is so funny. I wonder what was your perception of our parents.
I think our parents are entertaining themselves, but so because now we're moving more to when I was born, and for me, it's a little bit difficult because our dad moved to a different country to work when I was very small. Yeah. I was 2 or 3, so
I think 2.
Yeah, something around that. So I don't remember much before. I remember the day he left.
Yeah,
I remember that. Although I was so young, I remember that day. And then afterwards,
it was nothing new for me, you know.
Yeah,
it was not for the first time for me.
You were used that they were going somewhere. For me, it was unclear. And then, I get it why he did it, because we needed money. But I think that the fact that he moved for a couple of years when I was so young and my personality was forming, I think that formed me and my loved life later. It's not that dramatic, and it's not like Freud stuff, but I do believe that formed, in a way, my love life, or the way I was choosing my partners in the future. Because when I was small, our dad was away, and I was playing with other children. And I don't remember that, but our mom told me oftentimes that in the evening, we were outside playing with children, and in the evening, dads would come home of our other children, and they would run to them. And we had a neighbor, a male neighbor. And at some point, I started to call him dad, because I thought, everyone gets a father. Like, where is mine? So I started to call random men dads, and this is the moment when our mom called our dad and told him, you have to come home because your little child is jumping on strange men, on strangers, and calling them dad. And no lies, I mean it 100%. One year I was already in kindergarten. For Christmas, every child was writing, in kindergarten you have to write notes, and everyone was wishing for this toy or that toy or this candies. And I really asked Santa Claus to bring dad under the Christmas tree. And and I think that was also one of those moments of heartbreaking moments. And fun fact as well, it was Christmas celebration at the kindergarten. And after I don't know, we were just sat dancing and singing something. And then my mom asked me to go to, like, she told me that we have to leave earlier from that celebration. So I went to the Santa Claus and I was like, hi, I'm sorry, I need to leave. Can you give me
I can tell you all the poetry I know. So in forehead, I remember you told him everything.
Can you give me my present now? And he was like, yeah, but we'll give it later. Like, I need to leave. Like, I need to leave. I'm busy. So, and then I remember.
Fun fact is that not our mom went there because she was, but she's like, go and ask for your present.
Yeah, like, just. I think I guess our mom didn't even tell me that. I just wanted a present. Like, I came to the celebration.
Yeah. And I know there are going to be presents.
You better give me my present now. Not tomorrow, now.
Yes.
So I remember very, very clearly we went to a taxi and we drove to the airport, and our dad really came back. It was not the Christmas day, but it was a little like in that time. And it was like the best Christmas gift. And I thought like, oh, Santa Claus really exists.
Yes.
And then afterwards, I think, I don't remember much, but I cannot say that I remember much about their relationship back then, because everything was so new. Like my relationship with our dad was something that, we knew we loved each other, but how do we manage this relationship?
I think this is happening in every family where, and not only in Moldova, although in Moldova that like 80% of one parent was going out abroad to work to get some money, but I think this is happening in every family when one parent is somewhere away and then comes back, and they have to then to fix the relationship between children, themselves, grandparents, neighbors, blah blah blah.
What I think our mom did really well was the whole time our dad was away, she was talking about him, so we knew about his existence. It was not like, because back then there was no FaceTime or Skype that you would see someone. You had just the
to imagine.
You had the house phone that you had to pay a lot to call someone from abroad. So we would not call every night because it was way too expensive. But she was talking about him, and she was always talking good about him.
Yes.
So she was always telling us. That's why I think I was waiting so much to finally meet him, because I knew that there is this man and he loves us and he's so great. So I think that was the very important
secret.
Yeah,
but well, we will talk maybe about the relationship of our parents after you were born in another episode, because I think this is so funny. We have to share the stories of our parents with somebody, maybe with you, because it's really funny. They get in situations where I think, why they sometimes they are driving way which needs like maybe 2 hours. They are driving 4 hours because they drove away, and right now there exists like navigators and phones and everything. This is so funny, and then they explain it all, like seriously. They tell you the story that this and this and this happened, and we will not forget about that. While this situation is happening to them, we hear it afterwards, but during this situation is happening, they have a situation between them as well. And sometimes they call us and we hear this, and this is so funny. I think soon they will be 35 years together.
Yeah.
Married.
Yeah.
So I think this is some kind of secret of their marriage, these situations.
They are not bored. I think what we can learn, they're definitely not bored with each other. I think first secret is not bored. Second secret, they take up life challenges together.
Yes.
And they always do this more. The only time when it was apart was when our dad moved to another country to work. But aside of that, they take challenges together. They moved from Moldova to Austria together. So they always are, like it can be difficult, but if we are together, it will be not that bad.
This is the quintessence, actually, what our parents are living life to show us.
Yeah.
I think this is, something what's happening for us, an example what's happening for us, which they don't tell us this, they show us this.
Yeah.
And subconsciously they show us to us this, they are together, they manage everything. And I hope in our future families we will, my actual family, I think this will be an example as well. So we make everything together, we manage everything together. These are lessons which are not told, they're shown.
Yeah. Anyways, if you want to hear the more, because now you had, the introduction into our parents' relationship. If you liked it, definitely like this video if you're on YouTube, and follow us, subscribe. And if you want to hear the more up-to-date stories, let us know in the comment section below, because if you do, we are more than happy to pour one more glass of wine and tell all of these very funny stories.
See you next time in the next episode. And I think we shall ask our parents if we are allowed to tell some stories of them.
I mean, this podcast is in English, so
okay,
they might not find out.
English. Thank you.
Have a great day. Bye bye.